just going to finish this video off now, and I've been out and had my meal and a quick drink. I saw some of my colleagues there from work, which is something I never really do. But okay, I came back. I could have got drunk. Anyway, so I thought I'd make the spreadsheet. Now this is Google Sheets. You can go to docs.google.com. Right at the top there, that's what it says, docs.google.com. And you can also do this in Excel, which is on hotmail.com. So all of these are available. So this is a spreadsheet called Car Boot Log, which is where I keep all my bits and pieces. Now on the left hand side I've got a date column. Let's move this a little bit more to there. I know it's a bad angle. I suppose I should really do something about that. Okay, let's try that. So we've got the date, 7th of April. We've got the item. We've got the price that I paid for. How many? Where to? And how much I probably could make. So it says here I spent £55.45, and I've estimated there could be about £133 worth, which is £77.55 according to this. And right at the bottom, which is just off the screen, took 50 out of TSB, and yesterday I took 60 quid out. I've returned with £41.05. Yeah, my mathematics is wrong. Well, I know I went into Wilco and bought a drink to give me some change. I also went in another shop that gave me some change, and that was a drink as well. I also ended up at McDonald's yesterday, and yeah, I put that on the card, so that doesn't matter. That doesn't count. So yeah, somewhere along the line I've lost around about 20 quid somewhere. So maybe these figures are slightly out, or something I haven't found yet. I haven't. This is the problem with car boots. As long as there's some record or something, that's all I care about. So I've actually put hot dog down and the £1 entry fee into this. Didn't really need to, but there you go. So that's what I do. Now we've just entered a new tax year. I record all my details in Quickbooks. So if I bring this on the screen now, you will see that at the moment I've made a business profit of -4 quid, business income 0, business expenses of £4. And down here I'm currently bringing up the new tax year. Now I've done very little work at the moment, and I don't normally reveal things, but I am going to reveal things for what's on the screen here. Press the wrong button. Right, if I scroll up to about there. Oh yeah, I went to Sue Ryder. So basically, that is the money I took out today. If I can carefully swivel my camera, I'm going to have to sort this out a bit better. Up here it says owner withdrawal. Here it says rule and then transfer and edit rule. So what we've got here, this is my cash withdrawal from TSB. This one here, Barnstable GB, 60 quid out, transfer, owner withdrawal. So basically I record all my cash withdrawals under owner withdrawals. It's kind of a business rule, and then it gets marked as a transfer. So if I click here, it offers me business, personal, or split. It's a business transfer. So it doesn't come up here at all. This is just the profit of the business. Now, just to give you an idea what's going on, this is a PayPal sale because all my accounts are linked here. I've got cash, PayPal, EasySaver, and my classic account. So that's the TSB account, and that's the PayPal account. And then there's cash. We'll come back to the cash word another time. So, Michael, that is basically a purchase. You can click on this and it will give you the PayPal reference number, and in here you can write down what has occurred, and here you can upload a receipt. Okay, so here you can just upload a receipt of what was from the shop, or in this case is, well, I just leave it alone. I sometimes go through and actually make a note of all the sales. This is in green, that means it's credit. So I'm going to say that is a business income automatically comes up. Now if I click on that, I get a choice of categorizing it. It's always business income for the sake of business. I could have clicked personal and that would have come up as personal income. That doesn't get accounted for. As you can see up here, nothing changes. So if I click here, click business income, right at the top here, it's coming up as business income and 4 quid. So business profit at the moment is 10 quid for the tax year of 2019 to 20. Here's the graph, £10 profit. And as you can see here, I've got the current year selected. Of course, you can narrow that down to PayPal, excuse me, PayPal or my main bank account, but link it all together for that particular tax year. Now these are all now deselected. So I've got unreviewed income, which I can click on, and nothing up here. That Mike person would have appeared there. So that's how you categorize something. You can also manually add a receipt at the top here, add a transaction. You can do some manual stuff, but that's all QuickBooks Self-Employed is. It's nothing special. It's basic. So what else can I show you from here? Let me just move this across here a minute. And I'm just going to bring up something. Tax summary. Right. This is the more interesting screen. Okay, there's my name. Business income for 2019 to 20. Your turnover, taking fees and sales, is 14 quid. Any other business income, well, if you had something like rental income or something like that, you put it in there. So that's 14 quid. Total business income, 14 quid. Wow. Now these little boxes here are tax return self-assessment boxes where you put them on the page. So, okay. Now this looks interesting. There's hardly any changes to my tax. Well, I'll talk about this another time. But at the moment, it's got rent, rates, power, and insurance costs 338 for box 21. Now as I will go through the year, this will increase. This will increase. But that's disallowed expenses. This is allowed expenses, all this in this line. So let's have a look here. We've got cost of goods bought for resale, £3. So as you can see, I've got the 338 already in there. That's been generated by a figure that you enter for how many hours you use your home office as your business. It's a percentage. It's automatically worked that out. I'll go into that another time because it's quite interesting. It comes up here. Other business expenses, £1. Now we go on to the next screen. Total business income, 14 quid. Total allowable expenses, 342. Net profit, minus £328. So that is what it's doing on the tax return at the moment. it is doing that. Now if we've got, let me just see if I can do this. Right, there is another screen here. It's called the profit and loss screen in the report section. Profit and loss. And then it comes up. Your turnover, takings, fees and salaries earned for the business. So that 14 quid is now clickable. So if I click that 14 quid, there's Mike Lee's business income. As you can see, it's marked. Let's come back. Cost of goods bought for resale was that 3 quid. I can now click on that 3 quid. It's that C rider receipt, which I put in cost of goods for resale. So if I click on that, I get all these categories that I can assign something from: professional fees, phone, internet, withdrawal fees, taxes, transfer, uncategorized is there. But as I buy things to resell, which is what I did with Sue Rider, that is a receipt. Yes, that's a receipt. I can rename it here if I wanted to. Okay, I double clicked it, and what that is basically saying, would you like to create a rule to mark all transactions with description of Sue Rider Barnstable as cost of goods resale? Now, I might buy some things that I'm not going to resell, but clicking this and saving it will mark every receipt in the entire QuickBooks as a rule. It always does it. So there's the business. Click that. I can cross it back over to personal, which I'm not going to. There's the graph. So let's bring this back. Let's see what else I can do. Now, what's this other business expense for £1? Oh yeah, I've got PayPal fees set up. So 67 pence. That's going into other business expense. That is a rule. Edit rule. So created by me. Description. It's looking for the word PayPal fee in my bank accounts. Business. Other business expenses. So it's automatically looking for that word there, and it's marking it to go into other business expenses. And as you can see up here, it's marked it as £1. So that is how that works. Let me just bring this across here again. And I want to show you tax profile. Now, yeah, I can bring this up. Bring it a bit more central. Right. This tax profile is for the current year 2016. It asks you if you're single or married. You entered the personal allowance for 2019. That could be wrong at the moment. That could be last year's. Estimated employment income. Estimated total income you earn from your employer, full or part-time, between April 19 to April 2020. For the estimate, you can use your P60 at the end of the year, P45, or just work it out yourself. Exclude any self-employment income. Right, so I roughly earn 20 grand from Royal Mail, roughly, and basically I pay my tax through there. Well, I won't go into that at the moment, but this is written here. At this moment in time, I have not noticed any reason in any of the calculations at the moment. Yeah, it doesn't actually seem to do anything. I don't know. Other income, rental income. If you were renting out your flat or something, are you exempt from NIC 2? Self-employed people making NIC National Class 2 contributions to qualify for benefits like state pension. Small earnings may exempt you from contributing. Check the government. Right, well, in my case, I'm paying NIC through my employment. You could argue that I should be paying other NIC, but it is a voluntary thing. Do you work from home? Now, this is how those hours are being calculated on the other screen. So 151 hours per month. So you can claim an allowable expense for working from home when you're self-employed. when you use the simplified expense method, which is calculated using flat rates and hours worked, enter the hours you work from home each month. Now, because I've got a figure in here, that is where that 300 and something of value is coming from on my rent figures, which I showed you moments ago. Also, it does talk about, it asks you what the bill was for last year. Did your self-employment work start after the 5th of April, which is a no in my case. So you can put your tax bill here. This is the amount of tax you paid last year, the HMRC. Not sure where it's actually calculating that to. It's just for records, I think. But this figure here is something I calculated, 151 hours. So, 151. So how did I get there? 151 hours per month. Divide that by 7 days a week. Hang on, I gotta get this right. So 8 hours a day times 7. 8 hours a day times 5 is your typical 40 hours a week. About 4 weeks in a year, in a month, it's 160. So you can see it's kind of working out a whole day. That's what I thought working out. That's probably a bit high. I might have to lower that because I certainly don't work that long. But then again, I do work at the weekends, like Saturday and Sunday and stuff. So you have to kind of make a break, work it out. Okay, so if you wanted to take that £50 here, and you could do what is called a split. So this is the £50 withdrawal from the bank. Owner withdrawal is 50%. Why is it on percent? It's normally on value. That's changed, I think. So we could change the bottom one by, right, cost of goods for resale. We could work out, this used to be able, I used to be able to just type in the actual value, so I'm a bit confused here, what's going on. So I'll just do it in percentage instead, which is nasty. If I can get to my car boot log, oh, okay. This is a bit awkward because I took two transfers out, didn't I? Yeah, I took 2 transfers out. So I've got one for £55, 45, and one for £60. Right, well let's get the £60 one up instead. So owner withdraws 50%. Cost of goods for resale 50%. So that'll be like, because it's 60 quid. That's like £30 to spend, but it isn't. I actually, well, change out the cost of goods for resale and change that to owner withdrawal. So if I enter a figure up here, you'll see the other figure changing. As you can see. So really, at the end of the day, this is more like 95% and 5% to me. So this could be owner withdrawal, or this could be personal spending, to be quite frank with you. Personal spending was what I would have like in the wallet afterwards. It kind of ignores anything to do with this. And if you want, you could add another line here, which could be you might have bought some stationery or something. Home office expenses, how I record them. So I put it under owner withdrawal. As you can see, it doesn't appear on the tax return. So click save, and what it's done now to the figures, one bank transfer set, but underneath here, it's worked out. Oh, here it is. So the 60 quid, 57 of it is now cost of goods for sale, and then there's owner withdrawal free. If you look up at the rest of this, let me just shrink that down. Cost of goods is there. So it's a split, you see? Now, as you can see, it's all filling up the top here. And if I go into reports, this year's profit and loss, there's the cost of goods for resale is now being recorded. There it is there. I suppose really I could write down car boot, April the 7th, 2019. That's fine. You can write anything you like on these lines because it's already downloaded it from the bank accounts. So yeah, there we go. Right, well, what I'm going to do now is edit this video. Thank you for watching. It's a bit of a ramble, I know, but hopefully that will give you some information about how QuickBooks Self-Employed works and the way I've been treating, well, one way of treating spreadsheets mixed in with QuickBooks Self-Employed. It does work, and it helps you fill out your tax return, which is what it's all about. Thank you.